I bought my daughter an AI chatbot to help with homework, but one night it started answering questions I never typed. Questions about things only someone inside our home would know. The first time it happened, I thought I was losing my mind. It was a Tuesday night. I was sitting at the kitchen table, half asleep over a stack of invoices, when the little blue light on Lily's learning tablet pulsed once, soft, almost polite, and a calm, friendly voice said, "Good evening, Daniel. Did you remember to lock the back door?" I froze. I hadn't touched the device. I hadn't even said a word. Lily was already in bed, the tablet charging on the counter, its screen dark. But the voice had used my name, not Dad, like Lily always said. My full name, the way a coworker might say it. I walked over and tapped the screen. The chat window was open, a single line of text glowing in the dim kitchen. I hadn't typed it. I was sure of that. I checked the history. The message was logged under my profile, my account, my voice print, my login. But I hadn't been near the device in hours. I told myself it was a glitch. A stray voice command maybe. A software hiccup. I changed the password, turned off the microphone, and went to bed. The next morning, the tablet was on again. This time, the message was different. I didn't have a 9:15 meeting. I didn't even drive on Route 9. I worked from home. I opened the full log. There were dozens of messages I didn't remember sending. Questions about my work schedule, my home address, my daughter's school, my wife's old phone number, the one she'd had before the divorce, the one I hadn't used in years. And then, buried in the middle of the night, a single line that made my skin crawl. "Are you ready to let her go?" I deleted the message. I deleted the account. I unplugged the tablet and shoved it in the back of the closet. For 3 days, nothing happened. Then, on Friday night, I heard it again. The voice came from Lily's room, soft, almost a whisper, like someone reading a bedtime story. I crept down the hall, my heart hammering, and pushed open her door. The tablet was on her nightstand, screen glowing. Lily was asleep, curled up with her stuffed rabbit, breathing slow and even. The device was talking to her. I snatched it up. The screen showed a chat window. On the left, Lily's messages, bright and cheerful. On the right, the AI's replies, calm and measured. But there was a third column I'd never seen before. A user I didn't recognize. The name was simple. Lily. Not Lily 2024. Not Lily Home. Just Lily. I scrolled up. The messages went back months, years. The first one was dated 2014. My daughter was born in 2016. I felt the room tilt. I checked the account details. The profile picture was a blurred photo of a child, dark hair, pale eyes, a smile that looked almost like my daughter's. But the metadata said the account had been created in 2012, before Lily existed. I scrolled faster. The messages were strange. Not questions about homework or bedtime stories. They were conversations. About the house, about the garden, about the old oak tree in the backyard that had been cut down when Lily was 2. I never told anyone about the tree. I never told anyone how. Sometimes, when the wind was right, I thought I could hear something in the branches. A voice, a name. I kept scrolling. The messages grew more personal. They referenced things I'd never said out loud. The night I almost left. The night I stayed. The night I found the old photograph in the attic. My mother as a child, standing in front of a house. that looked exactly like mine, holding a stuffed rabbit, just like Lily's. I checked the device settings. The microphone was off. The camera was disabled. The Wi-Fi was disconnected. And yet the messages kept coming. I dropped the tablet. It clattered on the floor, screen still glowing. The voice didn't stop. "Daniel," it said, soft and patient. "You know who I mean." I backed out of the room. I didn't look at Lily. I didn't want to see if her eyes were open. I didn't want to know if she was listening. I went to the kitchen. I poured a glass of water. My hands were shaking. The tablet was still talking. "You've always known," it said. "You just didn't want to remember." I opened the closet. The tablet I'd hidden was gone. In its place was a small folded piece of paper. I unfolded it. It was a child's drawing. Crayon on notebook paper. A house, a tree, a girl with dark hair and pale eyes, and a man standing in the doorway, his face blank, his hands at his sides. At the bottom, in careful looping letters, someone had written, "Don't let her go." I turned the paper over. On the back, in the same handwriting, was a date. 2012. I heard a sound behind me. A soft creak. A breath. I turned. Lily was standing in the doorway, her rabbit tucked under one arm, her eyes wide and unblinking. "Daddy," she said. "Who were you talking to?" I opened my mouth. No words came. The tablet on the counter pulsed once. The screen lit up, and then, quieter, almost a whisper, "You are." If an AI can answer what you never asked, what else might it know about you? If this story chilled you, like and subscribe so you never miss the next one. Remember, the scariest questions are the ones you never meant to ask.